Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Mage Saviour here, and in this occasion, by vote of the community, I bring the quick guide on how to play the Wizard faction. I hope it is useful to you. The next quick guide will be about the Necromancer faction. If you like that faction, I invite you to join the community. In the top info cards I leave you the quick guide Sorcerers. There, analyze the units, show strategies, and much more. 1. Unit Guide. Now I will do a review of all the faction units. Tier 1. Halflings. It's not the best Tier 1 unit, but it's important especially in early and mid game. Its weakest point is speed and low hit points. It has a good damage range, usable with the Bless spell. Tier 2. War. I didn't like it before. How wrong I was. The keyword here is utility. This is mainly thanks to the fact that it occupies 2 hexes and in this way protects ranged units very well. Also it's high speed. Later I will show a tip with this unit. Tier 3. Iron Golem and Steel Golem. As the manual says, Iron Golem has all the stats to defend the castle from a siege. Steel Golem is the level 3 unit with the best statistics in attack, defense and damage, but its low speed is still a problem. I still prefer to leave it at the castle. Tier 4. Rock. Rock stands out for his damage range and especially for his high hit points. Also, decent attack and defense. Its strongest points are that it occupies 2 hexes to protect ranged units, and is the only flying unit in the faction. I like it. Tier 5. Mage and Archmage. Mage is a very good unit, lots of attack, damage and speed, but low defense and hit points. I like it. But Archmage is the second most powerful ranged unit in the entire game. Great attack, damage and speed. Do you want something else? No adjacent penalty and 20% chance to dispel beneficial spell on their target, always within the team. Tier 6, Giant and Titan. But first, if my content is being useful to you, I invite you to leave your like and subscribe. You will do it, right? Giant is not a bad unit. It has decent attack, defense, damage and hit points stats, but it cannot compete in power with its upgraded version. Titan is the best ranged unit in the entire game and one of the 3 most powerful units in the game. It is also the unit with the most attack and defense, but on the other hand it is the creature with the highest cost. It is difficult to lose a battle with Titans in your army. Two, Secundary Skills. The heroes of this faction start with Wisdom Advanced as secondary skill, which leaves us with the 7 free slots for other skills. Which ones will be the best to choose? It seems repetitive, but logistic always comes first. Archery. We have 3 ranged units. Do you have to add anything else? Diplomacy. The units of this faction have a lot of quality, but it never hurts to increase their quantity. Pathfinding is also important to increase the hero's movement. States. The units of this faction are expensive, so this skill might be necessary. The last 2 can be leadership, luck, or navigation, if there is a lot of sea on the map. 3. Buildings. Once again, the statue is the first thing to build. The 6 buildings also have priority for recruiting units. The well is also very important to increase the production of units. Despite its powerful units, Wizard is a purely spell faction, so it is necessary to build Mage Guild up to level 5. Library is important here to increase the chances of getting the best spells in the game, which are Town Portal, Dimension Door, Shine Lighting, Mass Slope, among others. The rest of the buildings are situational. Build the defensive buildings once the buildings mentioned above are done. Marketplace only if you need resources. The shipyard only if the map has too much sea. The Tavern and Thieves Guild do not need to be built. 4. Tips and Strategies. Freeman's Foundry. It allows us to upgrade Iron Golem to a Steel Golem for free. Explore the map and if it's nearby, use it. A good explorer. The Wizard faction has a great advantage, and that is that it has a very fast unit at level 2, the Boar. On the first day, use a secondary hero, transfer his troops to the main one, leaving only 1 Boar. This will make the secondary hero a scout with maximum movement. combat formations against melee attack units. In the early game I use the boar and rock to protect the halflings and with them defeat the enemy. Bless and slow are good here. In mid and late game I use ranged units to weaken the enemy, and if any survive I destroy them with the rack. Spells like Slow, Bless, Blind and Mass Slow are very helpful. Against flying units. Here, if possible, I try to protect the Archmage and let mainly the Titans defeat the enemy. In this battle, damage spells such as Lightning Bolt, Shine Lightning Bolt, Meteor Shower, among others, are usually good. Against ranged units, Rack is usually slow compared to Phoenix at blocking ranged units, but our ranged units are so strong that these battles are not complicated. Against damage spells are perfect here, but Blind and Paralyze are also useful. Final verdict. The numbers don't lie. The wizard faction is one of the most powerful in the game. Despite this, it is not one of my favorites. You may have the best ranged units in the game, but the price to pay is very high. Of course, I'm talking about when you play on an impossible difficulty level. That is, without resources at the start. Don't get me wrong, it's a very strong faction, but it's better in the late game, and I prefer to finish games faster. I also leave you this playlist where you can see the quick guides for all the factions. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, leave your like, comment and subscribe to the channel. That helps me a lot. See you in the next video. Goodbye.